Tom 3696, what can you take in this room, Spring Mountain Southwest, involved eastbound?
Call came in that a body had been found by some salal pickers. So a deputy went out there to check that.
Investigators rushed to the scene. What they saw was absolutely horrifying.
We arrived on scene, and we're trying to get an idea of what the scene is. At this point, we don't know. We get up to the body, and we start looking for what may have been the cause of death.
The victim's hood was covering her head. When I removed the hood and saw all the damage to the skull and her face, when I felt her skull, I could tell she had significant trauma to her skull.
The scene was absolutely horrifying. Everyone stood in shock as they looked at the body. Detectives began searching the area, desperate for answers. No ID, no clues, nothing to tell them who she was. Who is this woman, and what really happened up here?
She's in a dark colored jacket, black fur around it.
Her shoes really stuck out. She was wearing pink Guess brand shoes. She had freshly painted fingernails. She had like glitter in her hair. Why is this gal that looks like she's ready to be on a date out in the middle of nowhere?
We're looking for tire marks. We're looking for any evidence that points towards the body moving to the location it was at or from another location. There was some blood splatter on the leaves. It's on the underside of leaves even. It made us believe that the actual homicide had occurred where she was at.
We make our way down the trail. And as we're going down, there's a broken tequila bottle that doesn't look old. That's unusual. We're in the middle of nowhere. This trail doesn't get used much, so that's out of place.
That had obvious blood on it that hadn't been washed off yet.
There was a blue knife there, a tradesman-type knife that had blood on it and it had hair on it. The hair appeared consistent in color with the victim's hair. So at that point, we believed that was likely the knife that was used to cut her throat.
My 29 years of law enforcement, this was easily the most brutal attack I've seen on another human.
You're talking a young woman who was killed in the prime of her life and left in the middle of nowhere.
The body was found deep in the woods. No cameras, no witnesses, nothing. But just a few miles away, there was a gas station and a casino. Investigators pulled the surveillance footage, hoping for a clue.
We're looking at that video footage, and we're trying to match up as what I saw on scene.
Pause there.
You got a coat that's lined with fur around the hood. You're looking at the shoes. The shoes stand out. You know, they're bright pink shoes with white soles. Looking at that footage, it was pretty clear that this person was our victim on scene. She was comfortable. She didn't appear in distress. She was with nobody else.
The victim spent about half an hour within the store. She didn't converse with anybody. She picked something up. She went and bought this item. What we're looking for when this is happening, we're trying to see really clearly, is this person using cash or are they using a card? If they're using a card, we may be able to identify from receipt. And in this case, she did.
Push in on her face.
The main walkway in was the best footage angle that we had. It was a good shot of her face. It's big for us because now we have an investigative lead.
Anyone. Detectives turned to the outside cameras, hoping to see where she went or who she met.
You see her get in the passenger side.
On the CCTV, it's clear. She's sitting in the front seat of a car. But the vehicle is parked far away, hidden in the shadows. Investigators can't make out who's inside. So they wait, watching closely, for the moment that car finally pulls away.
So we have the truck pull in. The truck parked. We got some details like of the vehicle. It's a regular cab pickup truck. I know it's either a Chevy or GMC. I know it's a two-wheel drive truck just from looking at it because I used to work at a Chevy dealership. You can't see in this particular angle anybody in it, unfortunately. Got a little more work to do with the investigation to find out who this person actually is.
While reviewing the footage, detectives get a call. The autopsy is ready. This will reveal how she died.
The cause of death could have been one of a couple things. It could either be the impact to the head that caused cranial damage to the top. That kind of blunt force trauma could be consistent with this bottle that's at a place, it's at the bottom of the trail. We think that's likely what caused the impact on the victim's head. And obviously her throat being cut could have been the other cause of death. The wounds sustained by the victim appeared to be consistent with the blue knife that was found at the top of the trail and was discarded.
Those forearm injuries, they appear to be defensive wounds. We believe that she put up a fight.
The physical violence that this unfortunate woman received, it was personal.
Detectives focus on the red truck. They review the gas station footage again, and then the horrifying truth is revealed.
The truck pulled up at one of the pumps. It's in much clearer light.
It's a red Chevy Silverado. It looked like the windows were tinted, so you couldn't see into it. There's this tense moment where we're trying to figure out who this is. We're hoping the driver's getting out.
A male got out of the vehicle with what appeared to be the same bag that was carried out from the gas station by the victim and put that in the trash.
This person could possibly be the last person that saw our victim alive. This is definitely somebody we're interested in talking to. So now the next step is trying to find them. From this angle, we can't get a good look at his face.
Police focus on the truck. They believe their Jane Doe is inside.
One thing we really wanted to know was there a license plate number?
Who's she?
It is a little frustrating when you have footage, you can't see any license plate.
Can we follow the truck?
They switch to the exit camera.
Of course, I'm excited, right? So I'm thinking, hey, this is the break that we're looking for, like in the case. We have a license plate that could potentially tell us who this guy is.
Investigators finally trace the red truck. Now they're on their way to speak with the registered owner.
The license plate on the pickup truck came back to an older gentleman.
It was actually not the correct plate that should have been on that vehicle. That was very suspicious.
The previous truck owner gives no answers. Detectives need more details about the driver. They go back and review the parking lot footage once again.
We're waiting and hoping that the person driving the truck gets out and goes inside. And we got a good look at his face. He starts heading towards the store.
He appeared to walk in quite casually. He's looking around as he walks in. He picks something up.
So we're hoping at this point that he's going to use a debit or credit card, because that's going to help us identify who this person is by his bank account. Unfortunately, he paid with cash, and that ended up being a dead end. He comes right into camera view, and we get a really good look at him. And the look of this person appears to be a Hispanic male between 25 and 35 years old.
Say that again.
I, for one, got chills. The hair on the back of my neck stood up because I'm looking at a guy wearing tradesman-type jeans, place where a knife like usually goes on it, and it matches the scene with the trades knives left behind. So this is the point. We know this is likely our suspect. This is our best suspect. It matches the scene.
Investigators receive the credit card details, but the name and account number aren't shown. Detectives search missing persons reports and find Armando's Facebook post. They contact him, and he reveals shocking information about the red truck driver.
They show me a picture of her. at a gas station. And they asked me, is this her? And I was like, yeah, that's her.
Now we have a name. We have a name for that victim, and that is Deonna Lopez. He had a secret relationship with a Alex Rojas. Full name is Alejandro Rojas, goes by Alex.
Now we have a name of who we believe could well be our suspect.
So once we identified Alex Rojas, we started looking at this person through social media. It looks like the guy that's in the gas station footage. He's wearing almost identically what he's wearing at the gas station. The exact same hoodie, the exact same pants on social media. Alejandro Rojas appeared to be our prime suspect.
Having it confirmed, it's been difficult on her mom. It was something that she couldn't believe. She's sad inside, you know?
Deonna's mother also had contact with Rojas. Rojas had told her that he had taken Deonna to the Olympic Parks area to go hiking.
Right.
Just outside of the Olympic Parks is the National Forest, and that is where Deonna was found.
We have phone numbers for Deonna Lopez and a phone number for Alex Rojas. We're able to get a search warrant for those cell phones and track their movement. She was picked up at SeaTac International Airport by Alex Rojas, and then going from the gas station and up onto the hill where our crime scene is.
2 cell phones returning back to Seattle, but we know one person didn't. This is not looking good for Rojas.
With all the evidence collected, investigators move in. It's time to bring him in for questioning.
We tell him, hey, we're looking at a missing person investigation and we need to talk to you. I need to know what he knows. I have nothing conclusive about the murder of Deonna Lopez.
Basically, we'd like to talk to you just about you picking up and the name. Can you pronounce the first name for me? I'm sure I'm going to mess that up. Deonna? Yeah. So, yeah, if you could just tell me about that and what's going on, what the plans were.
She came on Monday. I picked her up at 8:30. So we were just driving around the roads and stuff. And we came back to that Chevron that's next to the casino.
Yeah, sure, okay. What truck was it?
It was a Silverado.
Silverado? And is that your rig?
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigators start going over the suspect's plan for that day. At first, he denies everything, refusing to tell the truth. But when detectives press harder and show him the evidence, he finally begins to admit to some parts of the story.
Now he's starting to come forward and spill the beans that he has this woman that he's having a relationship with outside his wife's knowledge. So this is all starting to make more sense.
The next morning, he said he brought her up into the woods and that he dropped her off at the hiking trails.
She was waiting for some friends.
So these friends, did she mention how she knew these people, where they're from, what the plan was? Did she have hiking gear with her?
I mean, she had some boots.
So you dropped her off somewhere without seeing these people?
Yeah.
And she never called you back or anything?
She never called me back, yeah.
Oh, wow.
His answers are vague except for stuff that really isn't going to implicate him.
And how did she seem when she left? I mean, tell me how that went, how you dropped her off. And
I mean, she seemed pretty good.
What did you do after you dropped her off? Did you stop anywhere on the way?
No, I just came back.
Now he's told us a lie, that he just dropped her off and left. That's when we confront him with the facts that, no, you didn't, because your phone is right here with her phone at the scene.
Investigators reveal the phone location, and suddenly the suspect starts telling more of the truth. What he admits next leaves everyone in shock.
Need more details from the crime scene that only the person who committed this homicide would know.
She's threatening you to the point where you're having to defend yourself. That's what I want to hear.
She just took out the knife and she just came at me.
Oh my God.
She never got me.
And where's this at?
Right outside the truck.
Right outside the truck?
Yeah.
Like where? Like in the parking lot?
No.
Okay, where?
Where you, up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she tried to stab you?
She tried stabbing me. Yeah, and she
Did she stab you?
No, she didn't stab me.
Okay, so you have no injuries at all?
You think if there was a fight, he would have injuries on him. There wasn't any visible. But we do know that Deonna Lopez suffered a blunt trauma injury to the top of her head.
Our whole goal at that point in time is just simply to get him to admit that he hit her with a tequila bottle.
You never actually responded with any force at all, and she's got a knife?
Well, just try like pushing her and stuff like that.
Okay, but there's no, you didn't hit her with anything?
No, I didn't hit her.
At all?
Mm-hmm. Just with the bottle, that's it.
Tell us about that.
Well, the bottle was in the passenger seat because she had it. So I just grabbed her and I had it in my hand when she was coming at me, and then that's when I hit her with the bottle.
You hit her with the bottle?
Yeah.
So now he knows that I know that he's the person who committed this homicide.
So once he admitted to the tequila bottle, Detective Waterhouse did reveal their photos.
This is what I'm looking at. Sorry, you gotta look at this. Look at that. Oh. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad, huh?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that?
Well, I had to defend myself. So it was her or me.
Right.
I got 2 kids.
What do you think about these injuries?
I didn't do those. I don't know how those got there.
It was pretty apparent that that was going to be the end of his story, but he'd already admitted to the tequila bottle work, so it wasn't brutally important that he admit to the knife work.
Stand up, turn around, hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
Alejandro Rojas is charged with the second-degree murder of Deonna Lopez. Justice was served, but we still lost one precious life, a life that can never be replaced.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories that delve deep into the heart of the human experience.